A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the three key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise.
We have breaking news tonight at 10. President Trump announcing the United States launched strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear facilities. That announcement came by way of a post on Truth Social. The president said, quote, "We have completed our very successful attack on the 3 nuclear sites in Iran," adding, "A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site." Now, this all began about a week ago when Israel launched its attack on Iran nuclear sites and military targets. Since then, both Israel and Iran have been firing missiles at each other. On Thursday, President Trump said he would decide whether to strike Iran within the next 2 weeks, and then we got word of that strike today. And just a couple of hours ago, the president did address the nation from the White House, saying Iran's key nuclear sites were, quote, "completely and fully obliterated."
Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. This cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill.
Now, the decision to strike Iran is already drawing reaction from Capitol Hill. Christian Benavides reports.
President Trump announced American warplanes dropped bombs on 3 nuclear sites in Iran on Saturday night. In a social media post, the president wrote, "All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. All planes are safely on their way home." Among the Iranian sites targeted, Fordow and a larger enrichment plant at Natanz. News of the strike comes hours after it was revealed B-2 bombers were dispatched from Missouri to Guam. The B-2s are capable of carrying barrack-busting bombs, capable of destroying the kinds of underground nuclear facilities Iran was believed to possess.
It's designed to penetrate to quite a significant depth before it actually goes off, and then to generate a large, burst after that.
News of the strikes was met with mixed reviews, with some on Capitol Hill noting that the strikes can be viewed as an act of war that Congress did not sign off on. In a social media post, Representative Thomas Massie of Kentucky, a Republican, wrote, "This is not constitutional." Earlier in the week, the president indicated he would give it 2 weeks to decide whether to join Israel in bombing Iran. But throughout the week, and as recently as Friday, he expressed concerns over how close Iran was to having a nuclear weapon.
Within a matter of weeks, or certainly within a matter of months, they're going to be able to have a nuclear weapon. We can't let that happen.
The overnight strike comes after Israel launched its attack on Iran on June 13th, and just 1 day after European delegates met with Iranian officials in Geneva to encourage an end to the conflict. The whereabouts of Iran's supreme leader remain unknown. CBS News learned Friday the leader is reportedly in hiding as a result of fears of an assassination. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
And Governor Polis did share this statement tonight, quote, "I met with my public safety team this evening and directed that they coordinate with state, local, and federal partners and remain vigilant against all threats to Coloradans and the state's infrastructure and military assets. The state is actively monitoring for any unusual or heightened activity and threats."